Welcome back to another episode of How They Died. Today, we will be examining the death of one of the American Wild West's most notorious gunslingers and outlaws, Jesse James. Jesse James, one of the most well-known criminals in America, is killed by fellow gang member Bob Ford, who betrayed James in exchange for reward money. Jesse and his brother Frank carried out robberies and murders all over the Midwest for 16 years. The James gang was glorified in detective books and pulp fiction as mythical Robin Hoods who were motivated to commit crimes by unethical landowners and bankers. In fact, Jesse James was a brutal killer who only stole for his own benefit. When the Civil War broke out, the teenage James brothers joined forces with leaders of Southern guerrilla groups. Both were involved in the slaughter of North Allied troops and settlers. The James brothers turned to crime after the war because the peaceful farming life of their youth no longer seemed appealing. On February 13, 1866, Jesse committed his first bank robbery in Liberty, Missouri. The James brothers became the subjects of several bank robberies in western Missouri over the following few years. Nonetheless, local people were thoughtful to ex-Southern guerrillas and vouched for the siblings. The James gang kept a low profile throughout the late 1860s and early 1870s, robbing only a few banks per year. The James gang got involved in the train robbery game in 1873. The gang refused to take any money or valuables from Southerners during one such robbery. The Pinkerton Detective Agency, which was hired to bring the James gang to justice, was brought to the train robberies. However, the failed attempt by Pinkerton agents to kill James resulted in the injuries of a woman and her child and garnered public support for Jesse and Frank James. In 1876, the James gang lost when they raided the Minnesota town of Northfield. During the brazen midday robbery, the younger brothers, cousins of the James brothers, were shot and wounded. The younger brothers were captured by a large posse and later sentenced to life in prison after fleeing in a different direction than Jesse and Frank. Jesse and Plain, the main individuals from the pack to escape effectively, made a beeline for Tennessee to hang out. Jesse started a new gang after farming for a few quiet years. Although Charlie and Robert Ford were on the outside of the new gang, they had a strong dislike for Jesse and decided to kill him to get the money for the reward. The new gang got together on April 3 to hear Jesse's plan for the next robbery while Jesse's mother was making breakfast. Bob Ford shot Jesse several times in the back as he turned his back to change a picture on the wall. Jesse W. James died April 3, 1882, aged 34 years, 6 months, 28 days, murdered by a traitor and a coward whose name is not worthy to appear here, is the inscription that appears on his tombstone.